Hi friends, thanks for joining me today. Today I am creating miniature envelopes and two different styles of coin envelopes. And most of these envelopes are the perfect size to put gift cards inside. So I thought I could use these during the holidays if I want to. I've got several different sizes of the mini envelopes, and most of the coin envelopes are about the same size, but there are some even smaller ones that might even be too small for coin envelopes, but I can certainly put some ephemera or something like that in them. I wanted to share with you why I decided to work on this project. I had a paper pack that I didn't really love. As you can see, it's neutral. It's pretty, but it's really neutral colors. And that's not something that I typically work with. I usually work with pastels. And I had a whole paper pack and I wanted to use it. I didn't want it to go to waste. And it was kind of just sitting there. And I thought, these colors, even though they're light, I thought they would be perfect for the fall season. So that's why I decided to go ahead and do some mass makes with this and use up the whole paper pack. Now I wanted to share with you, I don't have a scoreboard, and you may or may not have a scoreboard, but if you don't have one, you can use something like I'm using. I used a popsicle stick to score the line, and now I'm actually using part of a clothespin to score the line. You can pretty much use anything that you want that will fit in the track of your paper cutter. And scoring it really does help with the folding process. It makes it easier and it makes the lines nice and crisp. I wanted to mention to you guys that I used my Cricut to cut out the envelope shapes. So if you go on to Cricut Design, you can type in the search bar envelopes or mini envelopes or coin envelopes or whatever you want, and some choices will pop up for you. And actually, I think I only had typed in envelopes, but I saw some coin envelopes that actually popped up, and I thought, oh man, that is a great idea, because I don't have a bunch of those in my stash, and I thought, man, this is perfect. So I chose a couple of different shapes, because you never know. You never know if you're going to like how the shape comes out, or if you're going to like working with it, working with that particular cut. But I ended up actually liking both of the shapes, and you'll see them coming up. This is one of them, and the other one is got not quite a round. This one has a round top that can flip over. The other one is more angled. Actually, if you look at the top of the screen, you'll see one, and it's got more of an angled top. But either way, I did end up liking these envelopes. Very shortly, I'm going to show you the envelopes that I cut and glued together. And then I'm going to take the time to embellish them. I wanted to show them up to you up close. So I've got this size and shape, and you can see that if I want to, I can score it and bend it and close the envelope. So I wanted to make sure that I showed you that. So this is this shape. Then I've got this shape that has more of a, it's not round on top, it's more angular on top. Also, these ones can close as well, but for now, I'm leaving them open just in case I stuff something in there that's a little bit taller. But if I stuff something small in it, I'll go ahead and close it. But I'm going to leave it open for now just so I have the option without the bend in it. Then I went ahead and I made some minis. As you can see, aren't they so cute? I love them. These minis measure 2.5 inches tall and just shy of 2 inches wide. So they're super cute, super fun. And then I made some envelopes, and all of this I cut out on my Cricut. I did like a mass cutting day, literally spent the whole day cutting, which was so fun. So I got these. They have a decorative, let me make sure you can see. Hold on a second. let me find something plain. You can see there's a little decorative edge there. Isn't that pretty? It's nice and scalloped. I used double-sided paper, as you can see. So I've got these 4 envelopes that I cut out. And then I did some minis. And here's my minis. And let me measure these minis for you because they're so cute. And again, double-sided. So this mini is 3 wide and 2.5 tall. So super cute. The same scalloped. I just took the same design and shrunk it down and made small ones as well. So what we're going to do today is decorate some of these. While I'm working on this, I wanted to mention to you just a few things. One is last month, the month of September, was the Gothic Girls collaboration, and we had 21 collaborators. And if you missed it, but you want some spooky season inspiration, go check it out. There was 21 collaborators, like I mentioned, and everybody did something different using the Gothic Girls digital kit. And it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. So I also want to let you know that if you would like some free images that coordinate with the Gothic Girls digital kit, those are on my Facebook group, which is called Creating with Jovi Journals and Crafts. I want to mention too that the collaboration was co-hosted by myself and Jennifer with Scrapbooks and Memories, as well as Bex with Black Whisper Crafts. Jennifer with Scrapbooks and Memories also has the freebies on her Facebook page, or group I should say, as well, and her group is the same name. So even though the collaboration is over, since it's October now, I thought you might want a little crafty, spooky inspiration, and you definitely can find some with all of the wonderful collaborators that we had. In the works, I have coming up a gratitude collaboration. I've hosted this for 2 years now. This will be my 3rd year, and that'll be coming up for November. And like I mentioned, I'm sort of working on that right now, and I don't have all of the details, but any of the collaborations that I do, you can always jump in on and come along with us and create wonderful makes, and feel free to share them on my Facebook group. Let's talk about what's going on with these cute little envelopes. So I've got some lace and I'm wrapping them in lace, and then I'm choosing an embellishment to put on top of that. So the first 2 that we did, I used some pretty sort of a seafoam green and white lace, and I used a flat back gem to decorate those. So super simple way to embellish them, but I think just adds a really nice layer of, I don't know, almost gracefulness. It's just turning out really, really pretty. And what I'm enjoying most about that is that I didn't think that I would love working with this paper pack, but in actuality, I've ended up really enjoying it. I've made some other things and some other videos as well. I'm not sure what order they're going to come out in, but I'll have a video where I've made tags. And what else did I make with this? Oh yeah, some tea boxes and stuff like that. I've really, really enjoyed it. So I'm glad I didn't donate the paper pack, because to my surprise, it's been way more fun to play with than I had imagined. On this envelope, I'm using a very sort of elegant and delicate piece of lace, and then I'm going over that with some white satin ribbon. And I noticed that I don't use white that much in my creations, and I think it's just because, we're always like, it's almost like we don't want white to be anywhere, and like we don't want white paper, and we don't want white anything really. So it's kind of, we even take our lace and we dye it, right, to make it look coffee dyed. But it's been really refreshing to use the white on this, and I think it looks lovely with all of these other neutral colors. Now this one, this is like a little miniature belt buckle, and I'm going to go ahead and attach that to this one. It's a little bit fiddly, I have to admit. It took me a minute to get it threaded through there properly, but I did end up getting it done. And I will use some gem tack to make sure I hold that belt buckle down because it's got a little bit of weight to it, and the ribbon, it's not like heavy duty or anything. So using a little gem tack on it and tacking it down, I think will be helpful to make sure everything stays in place. I'm working on getting the belt buckle where I want it and getting the satin ribbon where I want it. So I'm using a skewer actually. And you could use tweezers or something like that. But like I said, it is a little bit fiddly, but I do end up getting there, and I end up loving this envelope and the way that it all came together. So in just a second, I'm going to show you the first 4 envelopes that we finished. Here they are. I love them. And now we're going to move on and make some more. This next envelope, I'm going to end up using the same really, really fine lace. It's so pretty and so subtle. So I'm putting that on there. I am using my hot glue gun, as I'm sure that you guys have seen. I'm going to wrap this one in the white satin ribbon again. However, I'm not using a belt buckle this time to decorate it. I received in a stash of goodies for a collaboration in the month of October that I'm participating in, and it's called How Do You Do? And all of us received the same package of goodies, and we all are tasked in creating whatever we want with it. So I don't know if that video has come out yet, but I look forward to you seeing it because I'm going to do an unboxing in one video, and then I'm going to share the creation that I made in the other video. And I used about 90%, maybe even more, of what was sent to me. But this adorable horse button is one of the things that was left over, and I'm going to put it on this envelope. I really, really love how this shade green just works so well with the colors on the envelope, and I just find this to be incredibly adorable. I ended up creating 2 of these, and here they are. I'm going to show those to you in just a second. So one's got a yellow horse on it, and the other has the green, and I really adore these. All right, my friends, now I want to show you the completed envelopes, different varieties of envelopes. This is one of the little decorative ones. This one, I had some stuff laying around on my desk, so I wanted to use it up, and this has a bird theme, and you can see the material going across here. This one was a cluster that I had made a little bit ago, so I used some trim and a little flower cutout, and this says Farmer's Market, and then a little ruler, and the ruler actually came from the project I was working on where I built the little book nook. Here is another one of the larger ones. I think these larger ones, though not that large, let me remind us here. Yeah, 4 by 3. Yeah, 4 by 3. These could be used to give gift cards away. So I might actually gift these to a friend before the holidays so that she could use them if she wanted to during her holiday giving. All right, let's get to the rest of them. So then we have the, what do they call these, coin envelopes? So this one I tied some trim around and some lace and used a very vintage button. This one you can see I had some gingham and some pretty blue lace that I wrapped around it. This one I used lace, gray trim, and then this vintage authentic picture. So here is the next size down. This one has lace and mushrooms on books. This one just has a little bit of rickrack and then a nice shiny flat back. This one has lace and, oops, this one has lace, satin, and a flat back. Oops. This one has some cute blue trim and then a flower cluster that I had made a few months ago. These have trim, but also bird ephemera. Oops, let me make sure I'm in frame. So there was the trim, and then little bird clusters that I had made. This one has trim and a flat back. Some of these are still drying, but this one has trim and a butterfly, and the butterfly is keeping the envelope closed. And I wish I had thought about that sooner, because then I could have done more of them like that. Like this one I didn't do like that because I hadn't thought of it yet, although this one will go under this wing a little bit. So I guess that's helpful. But nice white sort of satiny trim, and then the moth. This one I leaned into purple a little bit. You can see I got the purple gems across here and some purple flowers, and then there's a little purple butterfly with an orb up there. This one is so cute. It's got this bow up here and then the white trim and a flat back. Let me know if this is a Tim Holtz picture. I feel like it must be, but I couldn't find anything that identified it as such. So if you know if it is, please let me know that. Then we've got this little one, and this has some trim, as you can see. And then we have a little fairy up here with butterflies, and then a butterfly here and some feathers here. I think I showed you this one already. Okay, I have more over here. This one is cute. I really do like it. It's got pearls wrapped around it a few times and then a bow. It's so simple, but so cute, I think. And then this one I showed you while I was making it, and here it is all finished and dry. So we have our lace, and then our satin trim, and then in the belt buckle. And I actually should get more of these out and do more of that because it's got a super cute look. And this is the perfect thing to use those up on. And let me see, I think that's it, my friends. I hope that you, and then you guys remember the ones we made in the beginning, of course. These and this, and the ones with the rocking horses, which I absolutely adore. So friends, I hope you enjoyed seeing me work on some of these, and then also seeing the ones that I did off camera. Yeah, I'm like, I guess mass makes, right? It's so good. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.